And Michaela Alvey inserts into the game for Mike Mincy's group at the 7:40 mark of the opening quarter. Hall shoots free throws at an 82% clip, and this one gets the friendly iron roll. 5-3 Lady Eagles. We're 2.5 minutes in. Rutherford hands off for Gonzalez in front of the Nighthawks bench. She crosses over, touches the paint, kicks it out to Campbell Penland. Campbell rips through, gets into the painted area, stops, hands off for Lindsey Taylor. She pump fakes a baseline shot, now gives it back to Penland. Halfway through the sequence, Penland bounces out front for Alvey. Alvey, a ball fake, driving into the painted area, met by two, had it poked away underneath. Possession stays with the Lady Eagles, and 8 seconds on the shot clock. Carson-Newman's taken 2 shots, one from Penland, one from Rutherford. They've both gone in to give the Lady Eagles a 2-point lead. Alvey, baseline inbound to Taylor. Taylor hands it back to Alvey. Alvey drives middle, pitches it out for Gonzalez. 4 to shoot. Gonzalez pulls, and the shot is short. Rebound collected underneath by Hall. Eagles pressured her immediately, but the Nighthawks break the pressure as Hall dribbles with the right hand into the front court. Now driving middle on Alvey to the basket. She goes left hand off glass. It's good. Ansley Hall with the last 5 to tie the game at 5. Lady Eagles quickly the other way. Gonzalez inside. Throw it in. Pass tipped, stolen. Alvey was trying to find Taylor. Martin skips into the front court. Hall to a cutting Eminer. She drives, shoots, and scores with the right hand on the left side. 7 straight for North Georgia to Greg.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Corner, Zhao, catch 3. Nylon for Zhao. Eagles lead.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
A dagger for Nick. Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles in Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Fresh Ideas, good food is a powerful thing. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee, fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside to historic Frosty Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman has a tall task on its hands. The Eagles wrapping up 2024 with its final non-conference game of the season and entering Holt, the 7th-ranked North Georgia Nighthawks. Carson-Newman's first ever meeting at home under Chuck Benson against a non-conference nationally ranked foe. Carson-Newman will be looking for its first win over a top 10 team since 2016. Eagles have had 3 games against top 10 teams, all either LMU or Queens, at home since then, and have come up empty since that wild 111-109 win over Lincoln Memorial on November 12th, 2016, where Malik Abraham hit a game-winning 2 as time expired from the right wing in overtime to get the Eagles a signature win over an LMU team that would go on to compete for the national title that year. Today, the Eagles have the defending Southeast Region champion North Georgia Nighthawks and both of these teams probably not who they want to see on the floor for a get-right game. Both Carson-Newman and North Georgia have lost 2 in a row for the Eagles. It's been back-to-back league games against two foes that have given Carson-Newman problems over the last 2 seasons in Catawba and Limestone. For North Georgia, back-to-back losses in a tournament in San Antonio to Rogers State and Central Missouri. So both these teams looking to close out 2024 on a positive note and gain a key Southeast region win over the other. This one could go a long way for both these teams for potential NCAA tournament play when it comes to March. It's Carson-Newman and North Georgia to close out 2024 inside of Holt Fieldhouse. We'll get Chuck Benson's thoughts, his pregame comments headed your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, back on the AEC countdown to tip-off as Carson-Newman wraps up the 2024 portion of the schedule. Also, oddly enough, and gosh, it's weird to say, the halfway point of a 30-game regular season, Game 15, as the Eagles welcome in the number 7 team in the country, that is the North Georgia Nighthawks. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, what a way to close out 2024 with your first ever non-conference game against a nationally ranked foe in Holt Fieldhouse. Nighthawks are obviously good, the defending Southeast Region champions. What sticks out to you about a team that you got to see a little bit earlier this year at the Small College Basketball Hall of Fame Classic?
First, we're very excited about the opportunity. As you said, it's having a non-conference top 10 team on our campus willing to compete is a benefit to us, I believe. And we went into this season, you know this, Kev, we went into this season trying to really, really beef up our schedule. And you do that with non-conference opponents, and this is the last non-conference opponent of the year, of the season. Hopefully we can maximize and capitalize on this opportunity.
North Georgia, a team that returns a fair bit from that Elite Eight team, I suppose starts with A.J. White, a really talented guard. What sticks out to you about his skill set?
Well, he's proven, big time winner, champion, very, very dynamic point guard. He is sort of like the head of the snake for them, the head of the hawk for them, we'll say. And he's capable. He's very capable, and we've got to really be locked in to try to limit his production.
This game, I don't know that it's lost a little bit of its luster, but I do think it's a bit of a surprise coming in that both teams have lost back-to-back games, and both teams will be trying to avoid their first 3-game losing streaks in a couple seasons. Honestly, I think it adds a little bit to the intrigue of the matchup of who can break out of it. What does that say to you about the must-win nature of this thing for both these teams that have regional aspirations?
Right. Well, that's not really something we're talking about with our team, and I'm sure Coach isn't talking about that with his club either. It's a reality. Every time you tip it up, you're gonna have an outcome of either a win or a loss, and in both cases, we've gone on the road our last 2 games. They've been away from home at neutral sites in these last 2 games. So both teams are hungry, obviously, but it's not something we really focus on. It can become a distraction more than a motivator, to be honest.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. The second halves for opponents this past little bit, we'll go since December started, has truly been insane. I think if you were to put your opponents together as a team, they would be the top offense in the country with a 55, 56, 82 slash line and 50 points per second half. Are you changing anything up?
In all of these games, man, these second half outbursts and the efficiency of those outbursts has been a frustrating reality for us. We look at those tapes, we study, we break down, we talk as a staff, we talk with team, we trying to find solutions, and we're going to this game with some adjustments for sure. But a lot of the credit goes back to the opponent, man, and it's what I've said all along. If the ball can get out of your hand and go towards the basket, there's a chance it can go in. And we've seen an awful lot of efficient play the last 5 games, but hopefully we can impact that a bit better this last game.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck today against the Nighthawks.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. The starting lineups are headed your way when the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off returns after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network. Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This
Set the key, straight on three, dead eye!
is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Beaker head of the key. Flip it to the left wing, Wymanson. Up top, Brennigan. A triple! Cash for Nick Brennigan! Carson-Newman leads with 24 seconds left.
Today's game is brought to you by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by ShopCNEagles.com, The Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, InterDigital, by Food City, Trilite, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman and North Georgia match wits in a key Southeast region matchup. Eagles taking on a top 10 team before the Christmas holiday. And Carson-Newman and the Nighthawks both trying to put a halt to two-game losing streaks. Now, for all the pregame introductions, we'll turn it over to Holt Fieldhouse PA man Tyler Katz.
At this time, we kindly ask that you please rise and bow your heads for today's invocation given today by Marty Blakely.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today, and thank you for the opportunity for these two institutions to come together in a competition. Father, I pray that every action and attitude today is honoring it to you, and we'll give you the praise and the glory when it's over because you're the one worthy of it. And Father, we thank you for this wonderful season that we get to celebrate your birth and coming to save us. And Merry Christmas. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. It's now time to meet today's starters. First for our visitors from Delonga, Georgia, the North Georgia Nighthawks. At guard, a junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 1, A.J. White. At guard, a senior from Pickerington, Ohio, number 10, Hunter Shedenhelm. At forward, a freshman from Springfield, Illinois, number 21, Zach Hawkinson. At guard, a junior from Kennesaw, Georgia, number 24, Caden Charles. At center, a junior from Birmingham, Alabama, number 32, Colin Turner. The head coach of the Nighthawks is Dan Evans. He's assisted by Ben Casanova, J.C. Caven, and Joe Edwards. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Carson-Newman Eagles. At guard, a junior from Kingsport, Tennessee, number 1, Jack Broder. At guard, a senior from Greenville, South Carolina, number 2, Nick Brennigan. At guard, a senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 3, Trey Hubbard. At forward, a junior from Morristown, Tennessee, number 5, Braden Ehrlich. And at guard, a senior from Sevierville, Tennessee, number 22, Georgia. The head coach of the Eagles in his 15th season is Chuck Benson. He's assisted by KT Carter, Luke Brennigan, and Dave Gorman.
Starting lineups finished up here at Holt Fieldhouse. North Georgia, royal blue road jerseys, white numerals with a white and blue checkerboard up the sides. North Georgia written in a script font above the numerals on the front. Eagles in the pristine home whites, white tops, white shorts, orange numerals trimmed in blue on the front and back of the jerseys. The lettering, Carson-Newman, written around the numerals on the front in blue, trimmed in orange, with the names in blue, trimmed in orange, above the numbers on the rear. It's Illick versus Turner for the jump. And this key Southeast region matchup inside of Holt Fieldhouse is underway as Turner wins the tap and A.J. White controls for the Nighthawks, moving right to left against a matchup zone for the Eagles to open up the contest. White on the left wing, bounces it to Hawkinson at the head of the key. Whistle and a foul away from the ball as North Georgia was setting up. Braden Illick whistled for his first and the Eagles' first. 17 seconds in. Shot clock resets to 20. And the Nighthawks get it out of bounds to the right baseline. White lobs into the head of the key to Shedenhelm. Shedenhelm dribbles over to the right wing and hands off to White as the Eagles get back in their zone. Turner, left wing, shovels it into the left corner for Caden Charles. Bounce feed inside, loose ball, scooped up by Turner, 5 on the shot clock. Kick out White, right point. Dribbles inside, long two. Back iron, bends no. Illick grabs the rebound on the left block, and the Eagles get in transition. Hubbard cut off in the front court by Charles. Hubbard to the head of the key. Stops at the free throw line. Chest pass, Zhao, right wing. Zhao out to Illick up top. Illick spins on Turner. Cuts right. Hands off Hubbard, right wing. Hubbard drives right baseline. Reverse layup. Got it to go with the right hand from the left side. Carson-Newman strikes first on a Trey Hubbard reverse layup. And the Eagles lead 2-0 a minute 8 into the contest. Nighthawks with it front court. Head of the key for Hawkinson. Swings it to the left wing for A.J. White. White, 2 right-hand dribbles, bounces it down to Turner left block. Backs down Illick, kicks out White, back to Turner left block. Turner spins, fades on Illick. Missed it off to the right, an offensive rebound by Hawkinson. Goes up and sticks it back in from the right side. Good board by Hawkinson. And the stick-to-itiveness ties it at 2. 100 seconds in. Eagles work left to right with the basketball. Hubbard at the head of the key. Right around an Illick screen to the elbow. Screen and roll to Illick. Cuts the basket, lays it in with the right hand off glass. Nice screen and roll action through the head of the key. Hubbard drops the dime. Illick finishes at the hole. And the Eagles lead 4-2, 2 minutes in. North Georgia on the offensive end. Turner. Dribble handoff for Charles. Slips it back inside to Turner. Dispossessed. It's out of bounds. And stays with North Georgia. Active hands on the left block by John Zhao, anticipating the pass. The deflection gives it back to North Georgia with 16 on the shot clock, trailing by 2. Bounce feed inside. Charles blocked by Browder. Loose ball. Browder corrals on the right baseline. Hubbard gets in transition. Kicks it. Brennigan, right wing. NBA range 3. Yes, sir. Nick Brennigan, 3 of his last 23 from beyond the arc. That's a good slump buster. And the Eagles are up 5. 7 of 2 with 7-2, 17:34 to play in the first half. Nighthawks front court. Left block for Turner. Turner back to the basket on Illick. Kicks it out. Left corner. Charles, 3. Swish. 8 for 28 from range. Caden Charles. He nails that one. And it's back to a 2-point game. 7-5. Eagles by 2. 17:15 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Hubbard has to save it across the timeline. Didn't get there in time. His feet on the timeline after the dispossession. It's back to North Georgia. Eagle fans, AEC is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, member-owned and service-driven. 7-5, Carson-Newman in the early lead as Hawkinson will inbound from the hash mark in front of Carson-Newman's bench. Into the high post for Turner. Turner, one dribble, flips it out to White right wing. White drives on Hubbard, pulls up, right baseline, 15-footer's good. First points for A.J. White. North Georgia has responded to Carson-Newman's 5-0 run with a 5-0 run of its own to knot it at 7. 16:50 to go in the first half. Eagles front court. Illick, a pass into the right corner, tipped out of bounds by White, stays with Carson-Newman with 20 on the shot clock. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, so when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pies are $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Browder will trigger in front of North Georgia's bench for the Eagles. Goes into Illick on the right wing. Turner guards him tightly man-to-man. Out between the rings to Trey Hubbard. Hubbard left around an Illick screen. Feeds Illick at the right elbow. Illick into the left corner for Brennigan. 9 to shoot. Brennigan feeds Illick. Left wing. Catch threes on the way. Left it short. Schindenhelm the rebound. Tap to White in the middle of the lane. North Georgia sprints front court looking for its first lead. Charles stripped on the right side of the lane. Brennigan comes away with the steal. First turnover for the Nighthawks. Eagles front court. Brennigan. Extra pass. Left corner. Browder. Catch three. Yes, sir. Jack Browder. Smooth as silk from range, and the Eagles are up 3. 10-7 with 16:05 to play in the first half. Nighthawks on the offensive end. Turner at the left elbow. Backs down Brennigan. Turns right hand hook. Good from 6 feet out. First points for Colin Turner. 1-point game. 10-9 Eagles. 15:50 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman the hot hand early. 4 of 5 from the field. Illick wants a left point three. Back iron, no. Browder rolls it in with the right hand on the tip. Good crash from Jack Browder. It's a 3-point game. 12-9, Eagles by 3. 15:34 to go in the first half. Nighthawks with it front court. Turner left elbow. Faces up Illick at the zone. Gets to Charles, head of the key. Badly misses a three off the left side of the backboard. Rebound loose. John Zhao grabs it on the right wing. Gets it to Hubbard, and now the Eagles sprint front court. Hubbard attacks Charles right of the paint. Circles it out. Browder, left point, NBA range 3. Front of the 10, no good. White chases down the rebound on the left baseline for the Nighthawks. North Georgia moves right to left. White airballs a runner in the middle of the lane. Browder collects underneath. Up the floor comes Trey Hubbard. Goes behind the back on Schindenhelm. Pulls, right point, 3. Front of the 10, no good. Turner the rebound. 12-9 Eagles. Nighthawks front court. Charles, left wing. Backs it out as Browder comes to defend him. Into the high post for Colin Turner. Turner twirls and hits Schindenhelm at the head of the key. Schindenhelm hands off for White right wing. Curls around a Hawkinson screen. Bounce feed left block. Turner open at the 10, and he throws it down with 2 hands. Good bounce feed for White, his first assist. 12-11, Eagles by 1. 14:22 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman front court. For Hubbard at the head of the key. Right around a Browder screen and roll to Browder. Gets to the right block. Finishes through contact on Turner and lays it in off the window. 14-11, Eagles by 3. 14:04 to play in the first half. Nighthawks front court. White on the right wing. Gets it between the rings to Schindenhelm. Back to White right wing. Pump fakes a 3. Dribbles baseline. Backs it out. Turner up top. Turner left-hand dribbles. Curls around a screen to the left block. Tied up. Steps. A travel on Turner brings us to our first break. 13:48 to play in the first half. 14-11. Carson-Newman leads the 7th-ranked team in the country on the strength of 6 of 10 shooting from the field. Back to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
13:48 to go in the first half. It's a 14-11 lead for Carson-Newman over North Georgia. The Eagles have started 6 of 10 from the field, and Jack Browder has 7 first-half points to guide the Eagles to this early 3-point lead. North Georgia no slouch from the field. Nighthawks are 5 of 10 and 1 of 2 from deep. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, it is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Subs for the Eagles, you've got Browder, Bilbray, McElhaney, Brennigan, and Jaw on the floor for Carson-Newman. North Georgia counters with Sutton Smith, Jack Shutters, as well as White, Hawkinson, and one final one. Browder, head of the key, will fire a catch three, bends off right side. Rebound tapped out by Usman Jaw, and it's back to North Georgia. Finish resetting the Nighthawks lineup. You got Sutton Smith, A.J. White, Hawkinson, Charles, and Shutters. Charles was the one I missed. North Georgia can tie with a 3 on this possession as the Nighthawks bring it from right to left. White, bounce feed, no whistle, got a offensive foul, a clear out on Jack Shutters. His first, team's first on the Nighthawks. Ball back to the Eagles as Chase Champion steps in for North Georgia, replacing Caden Charles. 14-11, Carson-Newman the lead. We've been tied 3 times, but the Eagles have not trailed. Carson-Newman went on a 5-0 run to grab a 5-point lead. North Georgia tied it with a 5-0 run. Back and forth ever since. Brennigan, right corner, rattles in a 3 for the Eagles. He's 2 for 2 from deep. And Carson-Newman has its biggest lead of the day at 6. 17-11 with 13:04 to play in the first half. Nighthawks front court against the Eagles matchup zone. Shutters off to the right point. Sutton Smith curls left elbow. Chest pass left corner. White back to Smith left wing. Jaw out to defend him. Smith drives baseline. Sends it right wing for White. Bilbray out to him. White step back. Right point 3. Bends off front side. McElhaney the rebound. Eagles bring it left to right. 6-point lead in hand. Brennigan extra pass right corner. Bilbray nearly lost it, turns, has to save it in. It's tapped into the backcourt. Nick Brennigan tracks it down. No change of possession. Shot clock at 16 for Carson-Newman. Would have been backcourt. Hawkinson tipped it. Brennigan driving, dishing Bilbray, cutting right baseline. Bilbray lost the handle on it. White the steal. White into the front court. Gets it to the head of the key. Pivots and looks to the left wing for Hawkinson. Back to White left point. Lobs to Shutters on the right wing. Dribble handoff Smith. Smith into the lane, stops free throw line, gets it to Champion left wing. Champion left baseline drive, pivots, up and under move, shoots it with the right hand, and gets it to roll in off the window. Stops a 2-minute North Georgia scoring drought, makes it a 4-point game. 17-13, Eagles leading with 11:50 to play in the first half. Bilbray at the head of the key, off to Jaw right wing. Shutters picks him up. Jaw lobs to Browder between the rings. Browder picked up tightly by Hawkinson, feeds Jaw, middle of the lane. Jaw was kicking right corner for a Brennigan 3, but Jaw stumbled and walks with the basketball. Eagles turn it over for a third time. We come to a break. 11:38 to go in the first half. It's Carson-Newman 17, 7th-ranked North Georgia 13. And we return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
11:38 to go in the first half. A 17-13 lead for Carson-Newman over North Georgia. Both teams shooting better than 50% from the field in this one. Carson-Newman has simply made one more shot and 2 more threes than the Nighthawks, and that's the difference. Both teams have turned it over 3 times. Rebounds are even. Both teams have an offensive board and a second chance point. Just plain old simple, even basketball between two of the Southeast region's top teams. Nighthawks will work it right to left. Jamari Arnold's into the game to run the point. And he gets it to the head of the key for Akwiwu. 4-round 1 for the Nighthawks against the Eagles zone. Right wing champion. Dribbles into the keyhole, gets it to the left wing. Catch 3, Arnold. Back iron, no. Illick taps the rebound off of Akwiwu's left knee and out of bounds to Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman ball after the loose ball that Illick had the wherewithal to deflect off of Akwiwu's knee. And out comes an all-star mop guy, Jackson Riley, who is taking care of the perspiration that was on the floor. Well done by Jackson. Just elite mop work. Carson-Newman will work it from left to right. Hubbard off to the left wing for Brennigan. Finds Illick at the top of the key. Illick, chest pass, right corner for John Zhao. Tightly guarded by Sutton Smith. Zhao left around an Illick screen, gets to the cup, left hand, swoops it up, swoops it in off the window. Stops a 2-minute Eagles scoring drought and puts them back up 6. 19-13 with 10:48 to go in the first half. Nighthawks on the offensive end. Left elbow, 15-footer, swirls in for Colin Turner. Colin Turner has 6 to pace North Georgia. It's a 4-point Carson-Newman lead. 19-15 with 10:35 to go in the first half. Eagles front court. Hubbard zips a pass into the left corner for Brennigan. It's through his hands and out of bounds for Carson-Newman's 4th turnover. Ball back to the Nighthawks. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Nighthawks front court, Arnold to the head of the key champion. Champion drives inside, erased by Browder at the hole. Brennigan into the front court, slipped, stumbles. Brennigan calls for timeout as he possesses the ball on his rear end at the top of the key. Slick spot around the midcourt logo. Got Nick Brennigan, and he'll preserve the possession by calling for time. 10:05 to play in the first half. 19-15, Carson-Newman the lead. Eagle fans, check out Carson-Newman Athletics' official online store at shopcneagles.com. It features more than 1,100 products from T-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. Shopcneagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Both teams shooting the ball well. Carson-Newman's 8 of 13 from the field and 3 of 8 from deep. North Georgia, no slouch, 7 of 15 from the field. A North Georgia team that came into this game tops in the Peach Belt in defensive field goal efficiency, allowing opponents to shoot 40% from the field per game. Hubbard will inbound from in front of the Nighthawks bench. Goes between the rings to John Zhao. Zhao drives on Smith, picks up his dribble on the right side of the lane, and looks for a passer, finds Illick in the keyhole. Illick moves inside on Turner, gets the basket, and lays it in from the right side with the left hand off glass. 4 points for Braden Illick, back to a 6-point lead for the Eagles, matching Carson-Newman's largest. 21-15 with 9:45 to go in the first half. Nighthawks front court. Akwiwu. Dribble handoff for Arnold on the right wing. Arnold, long 2, right elbow, rattles out right side. Illick wins the battle for the rebound with Akwiwu on the right block. And the Eagles walk it front court. Carson-Newman's made its last 3 shots from the field. Hubbard for Illick at the top of the key. Dispossessed for a moment by Turner. Illick gathers it back in. Finds Zhao right wing. Zhao looks inside. We got a whistle and a foul. Akwiwu was over the top of Browder. Akwiwu showed his hands. He removed them late, but he was draped over Browder's back as he awaited the entry fee. First on Stephen Akwiwu, second on the Nighthawks. As Akwiwu and Chase Champion exit, Zach Hawkinson and another Nighthawk re-enter. It was Caden Charles. Brennigan at the top of the key. Left around an Illick screen. North Georgia hedges on it. Goes Illick out of the key. Illick runs the middle of the lane. Right-hand finger roll. Flip won't fall. But Caden Charles hacked him at the hole. First on Charles. Third on the Nighthawks. And Braden Illick will head to the line, looking to extend this 6-point Carson-Newman lead. 9:07 to play in the first half, 21-15. CN on top of the 7th-ranked team in the country, 21-15. Illick's first free throw's off the back of the tin, no good. Stops a streak of 7 consecutive makes at the line for Braden Illick. One more free throw for the ETSU transfer. Chance to put the Eagles up 7 for the first time tonight. 2 dribbles, bends the knees. Right-hand shot, smooth as silk, nothing but strings. 22-15, Carson-Newman up by 7 for the first time tonight with 9:05 to play in the first half. Little 2-2-1 full court pressure for the Eagles. To slow up the Nighthawks as Arnold brings it front court and gets it to Smith on the right wing. Smith drives, baseline, gets it left corner. Charles out to the top of the key. Arnold open from deep. Back iron, no. Brennigan the rebound, right baseline for Carson-Newman. CN brings it left to right. Brennigan between the rings. Shuffles off to Browder right wing. Lob to Illick at the top of the key. Illick turns and hits Brennigan top of the key. Brennigan sends it to Illick, left wing, catch 3 up, spins out left side. Charles the board on the left block for North Georgia. Stops the streak of 3 straight makes for the Eagles. Nighthawks bring it front court down 7. Left wing for Jamari Arnold. Lob it to Hawkinson, right elbow. Hawkinson. Chest pass into the right corner for Charles. Charles moseys inside, flips out to the left wing for Arnold. Back to the left point. Charles back to Arnold left corner. Lob left block, Turner. Turner backing down Illick, kick out Arnold, left wing, open look from deep. Nails it, nothing but net. First 3 for Jamari Arnold. A 24% shooter from deep. Pulls the Nighthawks within 4. 22-18 with 7:55 to play in the first half. Eagles bring it left to right in the pristine home whites. Zhao at the head of the key. Dribbles inside on Smith, gets the bucket, right hand flip, falls off left side. Halfway down, popped out to the left, Turner the rebound. Nighthawks sprinting front court. Smith, head of the key, Turner, drives inside on Illick. Can't finish through contact, got his own miss. Stripped going back up by Browder. It's off of Turner's feet and out of bounds. Brings us to a break in the action. Carson-Newman ball when we get back. 7:35 to play in the first half. Eagles 22, Nighthawks 18. We return to Holt after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
7:35 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman leads North Georgia 22-18. Eagles have not trailed against the number 7 team in the country and have led by as many as 7. Carson-Newman 9 of 16 from the field. That's 56%. I might ask, why isn't Carson-Newman leading by more than 4, given that North Georgia is at 42% from the field? Eagles are 6 of 7 from inside the three-point arc, 3 of 9 from beyond it. That has kept it a little bit closer than potentially the percentages would indicate. Eagle basketball out of the break. Zhao left point, left open for a 3, and he buries it. John Zhao given a sliver of daylight. He took it off the feed from Matt Bilbray, and the Eagles match their biggest lead at 7. 25-18 with 7:08 to play in the first half. Nighthawks on the offensive end. Shedenhell off to White left point. White left hand dribbles. Hands off left corner for Charles. Curling to the free throw line. Skips out. White left corner. Catch 3. Swirls it in. A.J. White touched every part of the iron before getting it to drop. And the Nighthawks hit their third 3 of the first half. 25-21, Eagles by 4. 6:42 to play in the opening stanza. Zhao right point into the right corner. McElhaney back to Zhao right wing. Catch 3. Zhao left it short. Zhao tips the rebound, but shutters controls for the Nighthawks in the middle of the lane. North Georgia down 4, bringing it right to left. White in the right corner. Bounce feed, Shutters head of the key into the left corner for Charles. Back up top for White. Eagles stay in the matchup zone. Hawkinson, right elbow, dribbles inside, lost the handle on it. Whistle foul on whom? On Camden McElhaney. His first, second on Carson-Newman. And the Nighthawks get a fresh 20 on the shot clock and the ball out of bounds to the right baseline. 25-21. Carson-Newman by 4. Bounce feed inside, Charles to the cup. Airmails the layup through contact. Zhao the rebound, bounces ahead to Bilbray right wing. But the ball bounced on the sideline in front of North Georgia's bench, and Carson-Newman turns it over for a 5th time. Ball back to the Nighthawks, trailing by 4. White over the timeline, gets it to Shutters on the left wing. Shutters. 2 passes, right wing, Shedenhelm a 3, barely grazes iron. McElhaney the box out on Hawkinson underneath the 10 to grab the rebound. Bilbray into the front court for Zhao. Zhao, his feet are on the sideline. Back-to-back possessions with a turnover after stops for the Eagles. At 6.5 for Carson-Newman. 25-21, Eagles by 4, 5:52 to play in the opening stanza. White walks it across the timeline. Eagles defense looking for another stop. White left around a Shutter screen to the left elbow. 15-footer floats up and short off the front of the 10. Jaw collects the rebound in the middle of the lane for Carson-Newman. Bilbray front court. Bilbray crossover on White, gets into the paint. Bilbray hangs, doesn't hit. Back iron, no. Rebound punched out to Jaw for Brennigan. Head of the key, catch 3. Smooth as silk for Nick Brennigan. He's buried all 3 of his three-point attempts, and the Eagles are back up 7. 28-21 with 5:15 to go in the first half. Nighthawks front court. Hawkinson at the right elbow goes to Shedenhelm on the right wing. Back into the right corner for White. White, ball held at his waist, zips to Shedenhelm between the circles. 10 to shoot. Off to Shutters left wing. Feed Charles, long 2, left wing. Back iron, no. Bilbray with Hawkinson for the rebound. Hawkinson goes back up and draws a foul. It's on Usman Jah. His first, team's third. 2 free throws for Zach Hawkinson will be the first foul shot attempts for the Nighthawks on the day. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Hawkinson nets the first free throw. Pulls the Nighthawks within 6, 28-22. One more free throw for Zach Hawkinson. Couple dribbles, puts the second one up, and the 77% free throw shooter barely moves the cords. 28-23, Carson-Newman by 5, 4:52 to play in the opening stanza. Eagles front court. Zhao right wing out to Jaw at the head of the key. Turner defends him tightly. Hands off Brennigan at the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. Brennigan left around Jaw's screen to the wing, pulls from deep, left it short. McElhaney an offensive rebound. Second chance for the Eagles. McElhaney wants a right wing triple, missed it off the right iron. Charles grabs the board on the right block for the Nighthawks. McElhaney intercepts an outlet pass. Bilbray into the front court. 2-on-3. Bilbray attacks, pivots, hit Zhao, left wing, trailing, 3-ball, in and out, no. Hawkinson pulls in the board on the left block for North Georgia. Blue-clad Nighthawks bring it right to left. White on the right corner. Goes between the rings to Shedenhelm. Eagles in the matchup zone against the Nighthawks for round 1. Turner hands off Shedenhelm left wing, sends it into the left corner for Charles. Charles, baseline drive, sends it up, missed it strong off the window. No field goals for North Georgia in the last 2:40. They've missed their last 5 shots. Eagles look to extend a 5-point lead this trip. McElhaney off to Zhao on the left wing. Zhao for Jaw at the top of the key. Off to Brennigan, right point. Brennigan moves inside, cut off by Turner. Lobs Jaw right block. Jaw turns, strip, gets it back, kicks out Brennigan, right point. Extra pass Zhao left wing. Catch 3 up, halfway down and out, and then Jaw comes over the back of Turner for a foul on the rebound to bring us to a break in the action. Ooze's second, 4th on the Eagles. Carson-Newman leads by 5. Offenses have cooled off. Teams have combined 0 of their last 9 from the floor. But Carson-Newman leads it 28-23 with 3:28 to go in the first half. We return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
3:28 to go in the first half. It's a 28-23 lead for Carson-Newman over North Georgia. Neither side able to take advantage of the other's struggles from the field. Both teams have made one of their last 7 shots, a combined 2 of 14 are these two sides, as North Georgia gets the basketball. Out of the break. Nighthawks face off against a little 2-2-1 full court zone pressure from the Eagles. And White will break across the timeline for North Georgia with 2 seconds to spare on the 10 count. Turner at the left elbow. Little handoff for White. Free throw line jumper fading from 15. Bending. Got it. Strong charity roll for A.J. White. He's got 7. And the Nighthawks have scored the last 4 to cut it to 3. 28-25 with 2:58 to go in the first half. Eagles haven't scored in 2:24. Hubbard goes to Browder between the rings. Browder drives inside on Champion. Got stripped. Smith the steal on the right baseline. Sutton Smith in transition. Hits White left wing. Lost in the shuffle. Fires an open 3 and drains it. 7-0 run for North Georgia. The Nighthawks have tied it at 28 off of a Carson-Newman turnover. 28-28, 2:30 to play in the first half. Eagles get the ball front court, looking to stop a near 3-minute scoring drought. Brennigan, left corner. Bounce feed for Browder, left block. Back to the basket on Hawkinson. Turns left, now right. Browder, right hand hook. Drops it through the strings. 9 first half points for Jack Browder. Carson-Newman retakes the lead, 30-28 with 2:05 to play in the first half. Nighthawks the other way. Turner left elbow jumper is good from 15. Carlin Turner has 8 points in the first half, and this game is tied for a 5th time at 30. Minute 52 to go in the opening stanza. Eagles front court. Hubbard at the top of the key. Goes to Browder in the left corner, back to Hubbard left wing. 13 to shoot. Hubbard accelerates down to the right block, circles it up, missed it. Illick an offensive rebound. Kick out Browder, left wing, catch 3. Browder, yes can! 12 points in the first half for Jack Browder. He's 2 of 4 from deep. 6th made 3.5 for Carson-Newman. And the Eagles are up 33-30 with 85 seconds left in the first stanza. Nighthawks on the offensive end. Left corner, White, another triple. He answers. A.J. White, a 41% shooter from deep. Averages 2.2 threes per game. He's buried triples on back-to-back trips and has 10 first half points. 33 all with 65 seconds left in the first half. Eagles with it front court. Illick right wing. Turner harasses him. Illick dribbles right around the screen. Back to Browder, right wing. Catch 3. Browder left it short on the front iron. Champion the rebound, and North Georgia can take its first lead of the game on this trip from right to left. A.J. White over the timeline, center court. Right elbow for Hawkinson. Kicks it into the left corner for Smith. Smith dribbles into the paint, pivots, bounces. Turner left block. Turner turns right into the lane. Drop step. Right hand hook. Misfired off the back of the 10. Browder his 4th rebound in the middle of the lane. And the Eagles bring it left to right. 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock, on what will likely be Carson-Newman's final possession of the first half. And with 19 on the shot clock, Chuck Benson utilizes his second 30-second timeout. He has a 30 and a full left for the second half. So we'll see what Chuck Benson draws up here. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. 33-33. Carson-Newman had a 7-point lead a few times but couldn't stretch it out. Both teams went about 3 minutes through a trip through the offensive doldrums. They were combined 2 of 14 in that span, and at the time, North Georgia couldn't take advantage of Carson-Newman's lull to get back in it. Eagles couldn't take advantage of the Nighthawks' lull to further stretch it out. North Georgia did catch fire, make 3 straight shots for a little 7-0 run, as that has erased that lead and made it a 33 all game. Here with 23.1 to play in the first half, and the shot clock at 19 for this Carson-Newman possession. Illick for Hubbard between the rings. Hubbard picked up man-to-man by Caden Charles. Continues to drill on the jump circle. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 14, and now the offense moves. 7 and 6. Browder right wing, slips Illick, middle of the lane. Illick, right hand finger roll, flips it in with 6 seconds to go. 35-33 Eagles, 2 and 1. Hawkinson, left wing, heaves it up, misfires off the front of the 10, and that is how the first half comes to a close. Entertaining basketball between Carson-Newman and 7th-ranked North Georgia in the opening half. Eagles lead at 35-33, headed into the halftime locker room. ShopCandEagles.com halftime report heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopCandEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is ShopCandEagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopCandEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopCandEagles.com.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopCandEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Corner, Shao, catch 3. Nylon for Shao. Eagles lead.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman holds a 35-33 halftime advantage over the North Georgia Nighthawks. Really entertaining first half of basketball. Carson-Newman never trailed in that first half, But the game was tied 6 times and tied for 5 minutes and 5 seconds out of a possible 20 opening minutes. Eagles led by as many as 7. And that came several times throughout the first half, but most notably probably with about 5.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Eagles were up 28-21. And then both teams suffered through a stretch where they went 1 of 7 from the field over about 3 minutes. For North Georgia, they couldn't cut into the deficit at that time. For Carson-Newman, they couldn't extend the lead at that time. And it was North Georgia who broke out of the lull sooner, made 3 straight shots, went on a little 3-0 run. Credit Carson-Newman. The Eagles did break out as well. And Carson-Newman was able to go punch for punch with the Nighthawks down the stretch and deliver the final blow on a Braden Illick layup to head into the halftime locker room with a 35-33 lead over North Georgia. Carson-Newman, 46.7% from the field. Pretty strong against the Peach Belt's top field goal percentage defense, and the Nighthawks, who give up on average 40% shooting from the field per game. While the Eagles do go 6 of 18 from beyond the arc. North Georgia limited to 42% shooting. Carson-Newman, you look at the percentages, you might think that it should be more than a 2-point lead. However, Carson-Newman has shot the greater volume of threes. Eagles are 6 of 18 from deep, but have done well inside the 3-point stripe. Carson-Newman 8 of 12 in the painted area. Compare that to North Georgia. The Nighthawks have been efficient from deep, 5 of 11, especially there late in the second half when A.J. White buried 3 threes and finishes with 13 first-half points. But less efficient, 6 of 20 from 2. So styles make fights, as Chuck Benson always says. It's kind of interesting how that has shaped up. Eagles do own a 4-board advantage on the glass and a 16-12 advantage in points in the paint. Carson-Newman has outscored the Nighthawks 6-0 on the fast break. We'll take you around the rest of the happenings in the South Atlantic Conference. ShopSeeingEagles.com scoreboard. Headed your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagles student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopSeeingEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman leads 7th-ranked North Georgia 35-33. This is not the only Carson-Newman versus North Georgia action today down in Dahlonega. Got a top 20 battle between the Lady Eagle Basketball Club that's ranked as high as 6th, depending on what poll you want to look at, a North Georgia team that's 15th. And let's check in with Andrew Rogers, where the Nighthawks lead Carson-Newman 55-43 early in the fourth quarter. Here's Andrew.
Penland, Sullivan, and Taylor, and the officials are going to the monitor to check and see what the shot clock should be at, because Rutherford's three-point attempt did not hit the rim. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics, and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card to show your Eagles pride. 7:14 to go in the fourth quarter, 55-43 North Georgia in a game that they have basically led throughout. Carson-Newman trailed by as many as 19 in the first half, and at halftime the lead went to 20 for North Georgia just 65 seconds into the third quarter, but Carson-Newman's whittled it back down to as close as 5, but now trails by 12 with 7:14 to play in the fourth quarter. The officials still at the monitor reviewing action to see how much time should be on the shot clock. Back.
That's Andrew Rogers down in Dahlonega, Georgia. He's got the call of Carson-Newman women's basketball at North Georgia. You can get that game at seeingeagles.com/live and over the airwaves of the Eagles Sports Network on Mix 105.5. Just a few games going on in the South Atlantic Conference. One has gone final. Newberry and Emory and Henry tipped at noon. And the Wolves prevail 71-67 in spite of shooting just 34.8% from the field. That's because Newberry crashes the glass, out-rebounds the Wasps by 11, and scores 12 second chance points to get the job done in Eliezer Arena. 23 points from DeVario Shepard to lead all scorers. Two other games currently going on. Coker is in a tournament at Embry-Riddle down in Florida. Drove all that way to take on nearby neighbor Mount Olive. And with 12:17 to go in the second half, the Cobras lead the Trojans 81-78. The other game presently in action is taking place in Harrogate, and Wingate a 43-42 lead at the half on Lincoln Memorial. Rail Splitters have 24 points from Wes Innes and 9 from Jordan Walters, but nobody else has more than 4 for LMU. Wingate 17 from Corbin Pack on 5 of 7 shooting from deep. Both teams shooting better than 50% from the field in that one. The difference, just pure volume of shots. The Bulldogs have taken 10 more than the Rail Splitters and made 4 more. However, Lincoln Memorial is 11 of 11 at the charity stripe to make up the difference. Here in Holt Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman leads 7th-ranked North Georgia 35-33. Eagles looking for their first win at home over a top 25 team since November of 2016. And their second win over a top 25 team this season after beating then number 22 Fort Lewis in Game 2 of the season. See if Carson-Newman can close 2024 on a strong note. Second half action when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Goes top the key. Pull up three on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Our replay operator today is Ian Johnson, our director Jay West, and our fantastic camera crew, Mari Robbins, Maria Taruli, and Itzi Ayala. Again, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside. Glad that you've taken some time out of your pre-Christmas preparations and are spending it with us here on a chilly Saturday on the banks of Mossy Creek. It's Carson-Newman ball. Out of the halftime break, Browder, Hubbard, Illick, Zhao, and Brennigan on the floor for Carson-Newman. North Georgia counters with Shedenhelm, Hawkinson, Turner, Charles, and Brennigan. Illick has it left point, goes to Brennigan at the top of the key. White picks him up man-to-man. Brennigan, left around the screen, kicks it, left corner, deflected out of bounds by Shedenhelm, and it stays with Carson-Newman with 12 to shoot in front of the Eagles bench. Tri-Light is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilight.net. Browder, triggering from the left corner, gets it to Zhao in the left corner. Zhao, man-to-man with Shedenhelm. Drives baseline, bounce feed, Browder head of the key. Browder through the lane, right hand flips it up, missed it strong. Charles wins the race for the rebound on the left baseline. And the Nighthawks can tie with the two, take their first lead with a three on this possession, moving left to right. In royal blue jerseys and white numerals, Charles sets up shop head of the key. Two passes, Shedenhelm right wing. Into the lane he goes, fades over top of Browder and connects on the 10-foot jumper. Over the SAC logo. 35-35, all square with 19:07 to play in the second half. Seventh time that this game has been tied. Hubbard. Right wing with the rock, drops it off for Illick head of the key. Illick, screen and roll over to Browder, left wing, catch three, Browder drills it. Jack Browder, 3 of 6 from range. He's got a game-high 15. And Carson-Newman's on top by 3. 38-35, 18:44 to go in the second stanza. Nighthawks front court. Charles, right wing. Up to Shedenhelm up top, drop it off left elbow for Turner. Turner back to the basket. Drives inside on Illick, sends it to Charles cutting through the middle of the lane. He misses the layup, but draws a foul. On whom? On Nick Brennigan. First personal on Brennigan. First team foul on the Eagles. No surprise here, these two teams, two of the best at playing without fouling in the country, both top 25. And we have seen a combined 8 fouls called by this veteran officiating crew as Charles rattles the first free throw out. Tommy Stinnett, the head official. It's been a minute since we've seen Tommy in Holt Fieldhouse, but certainly a guy that's been around the block and knows what he's doing. Second free throw for Charles, swishes it. 38-36, Eagles by 2 with 18:30 to play in the second half. Hubbard over the timeline right side, gets it to Illick at the head of the key. Illick hands off Browder up top. Browder defended tightly by Hawkinson. Browder, crossover dribble on Hawkinson, goes right corner. Zhao, catch three ball, spins out left side. Turner there for the rebound in the middle of the lane over top of Illick. Nighthawks front court down 2. Turner, free throw line jumper, misses it from 15. Rebound tipped up. Hawkinson glances off the back of the 10 and into John Zhao's hands. Zhao gets it to Hubbard for Carson-Newman, who weaves front court to the right wing. Hubbard start and stop underneath the basket. Reverse layup, sends it in with the right hand off glass. 4-point lead for the Eagles. 40-36, 17:45 to play in the second half. Hawkinson limping up the right sideline as North Georgia gets it front court. Hawkinson with it right elbow. Brennigan defends him. Over to Charles, who dribbles inside. Charles, through contact, airballed it, got his own missed right block, shovels Turner, takes it up, and gets fouled by Braden Illick. You could hear the smack on the left wrist as Braden Illick hacked Turner. Illick second on the Eagles, and it results in 2 free throws for Colin Turner. His first foul shots of the day, 61 of 82 lifetime, 74.4% career free throw shooter. He's at 71.4 here in his junior season, and he misses the first off the heel. No good. Best he can do is a 3-point game. Turner, right toe to the line. One dribble, bends the knees, second one's up, and back spinning short off the front iron. Rare 0 for 2 trip at the stripe for Colin Turner. Zhao the rebound. Eagles bring it front court, and Trey Hubbard dribbles it off of the back of his feet as he went for a crossover dribble. Out of bounds it goes for Carson-Newman's 7th turnover. 40-36, Carson-Newman by 4. 17:22 to go in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Left elbow, Turner. Turner, one dribble, fades out to White, left wing. White moseys right around a Turner screen. 2 passes over to Hawkinson, right elbow. Bounce feed Turner, middle lane. Turns, lost it going up, whistle, and a foul called on Trey Hubbard. I thought they might have gotten Braden Illick for his third. Instead, it's Trey Hubbard's first. Third on the Eagles. It was Hubbard who came in and provided the help defense and gets whistled for the reach as Turner was turning to shoot. Now he'll try to atone for that 0 for 2 free throw trip last time, and he does by burying the first. 9 points for Colin Turner. Looking to become the Nighthawks' second double-digit score and make it a 2-point game. Righty bends the knees, sends the second one up, and buries it on the beeline. 40-38, Carson-Newman by 2, 17:02 to play in the second half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Illick at the head of the key. Dribble handoff for Browder, gets north-south to the cup, right-hand finish. Somehow makes the circus shot. Shot putting it from his right shoulder over top of great defense by Colin Turner and got it to drop. That's 17 for Browder. A 42-38 lead for the Eagles with 16:40 to go in the second stanza. Air ball a 3 from Charles. Ball out of bounds. Well, you got a whistle and a foul. Colin Turner called for a shove as Browder hit the deck. First on Turner, first on the Nighthawks. Charles airballs a 3. Nighthawks have missed their last 4 shots from the field. And Carson-Newman gets the ball back. Champion back in replacing Caden Charles. Eagles work it from right to left ahead by 4. Trying to take advantage of this 2.5-minute field goal drought for the Nighthawks. Browder at the top of the key. Turner switches off to him. Browder backs it out to the hash mark. Eagles reset. Browder down the right side of the lane. You got a whistle. You got a foul on North Georgia on Browder's drive. It is a second personal on Colin Turner in as many possessions, and a second team foul on the Nighthawks. They say if Jack Browder is in the act of shooting. They say he was not. Inbounds from the right baseline for Browder. Goes to Brennigan in the right corner. Backs it out to the right wing for Hubbard. Hubbard right around an Illick screen. Back to Illick. Inside Zhao. Zhao, right hand, flips it up and in. Nice feed for Braden Illick. Passed up an open 3 for an open layup for John Zhao. Zhao has 7. Carson-Newman's up 6. 44-38 with 16:02 to play in the second half. Nighthawks with it front court. Left corner for Champion. Chest pass White, head of the key, into the high post. Hawkinson, right elbow. Hawkinson back to the basket, looks to pass, does so right corner for Shedenhelm. Bounce feed Hawkinson, cutting right baseline, takes it in and draws a foul. Free throws for the Nighthawks when we return. Second personal on Trey Hubbard, fourth team foul on the Eagles. 15:46 to play in the second half. It's Carson-Newman 44, North Georgia 38. We return to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Saboreo's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Saboreo's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Saboreo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
15:46 to go in the second half. It's a 44-38 lead for Carson-Newman over 7th-ranked North Georgia. The Nighthawks have started 1 of 5 from the field after halftime, but have kept pace with a Carson-Newman team that's started 4 of 6 from the field thanks to free throws. Nighthawks with 6 foul shots, breaking up a 3-minute, 26-second field goal drought that has seen North Georgia miss its last 4 shots from the field. Hawkinson will try to chip away at this 6-point Eagle lead with 2 free throws. 76% shooter at the stripe on the season. He's 2 for 2 today. Couple dribbles, bends the knees, and the first free throw is through, nothing but strings. 44-39, Eagles by 5. One more free throw for Zach Hawkinson. 3 dribbles, bends the knees, second one's up. Hawkinson nets it, nothing but strings. 6 points for Hawkinson, 4-point lead for the Eagles. 44-40, 15:42 to play in the second half. North Georgia extends out its man-to-man as Brennigan gets it between the rings, off to Bilbray, right wing. White defends him tightly. Bilbray lobs to Browder at the top of the key. Browder drives inside on Champion, right block layup. Browder punches it in off glass. Jack Browder, as good as advertised. He's got 19. 46-40, Eagles by 6, 15-18 to go second half. White answers with a 17-foot keyhole jumper straight on. 46-42. That stops a near 4-minute field goal drought for the Nighthawks. Eagles by 4 with 15:05 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman front court. Browder at the top of the key for Carson-Newman. Pump fakes on Champion, now drives, backs it out right wing. 11 to shoot. Browder slipped, lost it, punched out of bounds. Last touch by the Nighthawks. It's out of bounds underneath the basket, and Carson-Newman will have 7 to get a shot off. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Browder inbounds off of Champion's feet, out of bounds. Browder was trying to get a kick, and 20 on the shot clock. Officials don't buy it, wasn't intentional. Inbounds comes to Bilbray, right baseline, 15-footers off the back of the 10. Rebound loose. Whistle, foul. Hawkinson shoves Browder for the 3rd personal on the Nighthawks. First on Hawkinson, 3rd on the Nighthawks. Possession extends for Carson-Newman. Eagles try to extend a 4-point lead as Shutters enters in place of Zach Hawkinson. And Browder will inbound left baseline. Browder looking, lobs to Jaw on the left wing. Ooze off to the right wing for Matt Bilbray. Bilbray to the head of the key. Oops and hits Browder, right wing, open from deep. Browder takes it, can't make it. Rebound bounces into the left corner, where Akwiwu tracks it down for the blue-clad Nighthawks. North Georgia front court down by 4. Arnold Off to the left point for Jack Shutters. Shutters hands off for Champion into the paint. Browder the steal. Browder 2-on-3. He's hit as he crosses the timeline, and a whistle and a foul. Dan Evans is furious. Stephen Ikwiwu has picked up his second, the team's fourth, as Dan Evans and North Georgia's bench have picked up a warning. So second on Ikwiwu. And Carson-Newman will have possession in the front court, leading 46-42 off of North Georgia's first turnover of the half. Been a good, clean game, just 13 combined turnovers between the two teams. Slip it inside, Browder turns around, pumps, lays it up, no. Whistle, goaltend on North Georgia. Count the basket for Jack Browder. Whoever was crashing in for a rebound pulled down the net, I believe. I think. I did not see the ball in the cylinder. They're going to say count the basket. That'll make it 48-42. Dan Evans is saying it was their own. I didn't think anybody touched the net or touched the rim. Alex Tinsai and Archibald Whaley talked it over. Alex chats things over with Tommy Stinnett and Carson-Newman. Chuck Benson wants to chat things over. Chuck is saying if the basket's waved off, it should be Carson-Newman ball. But I didn't think they waved the goaltend off. Well, there's a lot to sort out here. We'll see how this shakes out. Goaltend was the original call. They haven't taken the points off the board. Present standing, it's North Georgia ball. I think the issue might be that the scoreboard put a foul on for North Georgia. And yeah, stands is called, goaltend. Didn't see it on replay. Carson-Newman's up 6. 48-42 with 14:07 to play in the second half. Nighthawks with it front court. Head of the key for Arnold. Arnold, chest pass, Ikwiwu at the free throw line. Backs it out to the right wing, White. Scrapes around the screen, pick and pop three. White buries it. He's 4 of 5 from deep. White has 18 points, and the Nighthawks slice the lead in half to 3. 48-45 with 13:42 to play in the second stanza. Eagles front court. Bilbray at the top of the key. Looks inside, nothing there. Bounces it back to Browder. Reset to Jaw up top. Back to Browder, right around the Jaw screen to the wing. 10 to shoot. Browder, left around the Jaw screen. Hits Brennigan, right wing, deep, triple. Brennigan, bang, bang! Nick Brennigan is 4 of 5 from deep. He has 12 points, and the Eagles put it back to a 6-point lead. 51-45 with 13:17 to go in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Left corner, A.J. White. McElhaney there with a high hand. White moves right around the screen into the paint. Bounces it out to Arnold, right point. Arnold, head of the key for White. White drives inside to the cup. Browder erased it. Comes away with the rebound. Outlets it ahead to Bilbray. Bilbray finds Brennigan, left wing. NBA range 3, covered up. Brennigan resets. Eagles on the offensive end. Bilbray out to Browder, right corner. Baseline drive on Ikwiwu. Takes it to the hole and lays it in off the window. Eagles are up 8 for the first time tonight. 53-45 off of a little 5-0 burst. 12:30 to play in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Left wing for Arnold. Arnold slips it inside to the right elbow, Ikwiwu. Ikwiwu, one dribble, fades out right corner, Champion. Champion into the paint. Stops, turns, right hand floater. Got it off glass, counted in a foul. Tough take for Chase Champion. Count the basket and the foul charge to Browder. His first, the team's 5th. Chase Champion makes it a 6-point game. 53-47. 12:18 to go in the second half. As Turner and Hawkinson re-enter for the Nighthawks. So you got Sutton Smith, Arnold, the free throw shooter, Champion, Turner and Hawkinson. And one free throw for Chase Champion. Up and true, nothing but strings. And now Champion will exit for Caden Charles. 53-48, Eagles by 5, pardon me. Moments after leading by 8. Their biggest lead of the game. Bilbray dribbles front court for Carson-Newman against pressure from Sutton Smith. Chest pass right corner, Jack Browder dribbled it off of his feet, gathers it back to Brennigan in the right wing. High post touch for Jock, kick McElhaney for Bilbray. Bilbray drives left baseline, underneath, flips it out, Browder right corner, pump fakes, back to Bilbray, right corner, open from deep. Bilbray buries it. Baby Bilbray has the 3 ball, and the Eagles are back up 8. 56-48 on the 7th-ranked Nighthawks. North Georgia front court. Bounce feed left elbow for Hawkinson. Into the left corner for Charles. Charles right around a Hawkinson screen. Slips it for Turner in the high post. Free throw line jumper good from 15. 12 for Colin Turner. 56-50. Carson-Newman by 6. 11:25 to go in the second half. Eagles work at front court. Bilbray over the timeline. Picked up by Smith. Left around a Browder screen. Bilbray accelerates to the cup. Shovels it. McElhaney cutting to the basket for a two-handed shot off glass. 4 buckets in a row for Carson-Newman. Back to an 8-point lead. 58-50, 11:05 to play in the second half. North Georgia front court. Turner at the right elbow. Gets it to Arnold, right wing. Left around a screen for Smith, top of the key. Smith, inside out action. Charles, left corner. Charles into the high post. Turner, 10 to shoot. Turner dribbles twice, backs it out. Charles, right corner. Charles, long two, right wing, left it short. Rebound, Charles tracks down in the right corner. And McElhaney ends up tripping him to bring us to a break. Second personal on McElhaney. 6th team foul on the Eagles. 10:43 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman, 58. 7th-ranked North Georgia, 50. We return to the banks of Mossy Creek after this. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
10:43 to go in the second half. It's a 58-50 lead for Carson-Newman over 7th-ranked North Georgia. Eagles 10 of 15 from the field after halftime and shooting 53% for the game against the Peach Belt's top field goal percentage defense. North Georgia allows opponents just 67.2 points per game and 40.8% shooting on the season. Both those figures tops in the Peach. Carson-Newman's done it with a two-man show. Jack Browder with 23 points. He's 10 of 17 from the field. Nick Brennigan has broken out of a three-point slump this month. He was 3 for 23 over the Eagles' last 5 games coming into this game. He's 4 of 5 from deep tonight and is the Eagles' other double-digit scorer with 12 points. A.J. White and Jack Browder, both all-region, if not all-America caliber players. And I would say they have expressed that here today, as White has 18.7 of 12 from the field and 4 of 5 from 3. Officials were at the monitor for a review. And see if we can get a bead on what they were checking on. I think they have checked the goaltend and have waved off the goaltend and it should be 56-50, and that is the case. So that goaltend bit has been waved off, and Carson-Newman leads it 56-50. North Georgia ball out of the break. And Sutton Smith will inbound from in front of the Nighthawks' own bench. He triggers in between the rings to Jamari Arnold. Into the high post, Turner at the right elbow. Turner hands off Arnold, dribbles to the free throw line, gets it out to Charles. Bounce feed for Hawkinson, left block. Backs down McElhaney, whistle. A foul on the floor on McElhaney. That's his third personal, 7th on the Eagles. Nighthawks are in the bonus for 1-1. So Hawkinson 1-1. Front is on the way. Rims out. McElhaney rips in the rebound. 56-50. Carson-Newman by 6. This does mean Carson-Newman's largest lead back to 7 as a consequence of the goaltend being waved off. Illick dribbles inside. Lost it. Has to save it in to Brennigan at the timeline. 10 to shoot. Brennigan out of the key. Knifes inside. Right hand teardrop. Brennigan flicks it in from 8 feet out. 14 for Nick Brennigan. Now Carson-Newman's largest lead is 8. 58-50. 9:57 to go in the second stanza. Nighthawks front court. Right wing for Charles, around to the left wing, Arnold. Arnold, chest pass up top, Charles. Touch it into the high post for Turner. Back to the basket, feeds Smith right wing. Smith left around a Turner screen, bounce feed Turner, right block. Long 2 off the window, good from 8. Long post 2, I should say. Turner with 14 on 6 of 10 shooting. Eagles the other way. Hubbard lost it going up at the free throw line, gathers it back in, and the Eagles reset ahead by 6. 9:25 to go in the second half. Illick at the head of the key. Dribble handoff for Brennigan. Brennigan, chest pass Illick, right wing, open from deep. Illick takes it halfway down and out. McElhaney, an offensive rebound, and he's shoved out of bounds. Hawkinson the harm. That's his second. Team's 5th. Possession extends for Carson-Newman. A.J. White is back in, replacing Jamari Arnold. 58-52, Eagles by 6, 9:14 to play in the second half. Really well-played basketball game between the 7th-ranked Nighthawks and a Carson-Newman team that's been top 25 this season. Illick at the head of the key. Dribble handoff for Zhao. Gets north-south, kicks McElhaney right corner. Back to Zhao, right wing. Fading 3 ball, bottom. John Zhao drills his second 3. He's got 10. Third Eagle into double figures, and Carson-Newman's up 9 for the first time tonight. 61-52 with 8:53 to play in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Left elbow for Charles. Dribbles inside the basket. Kicks out Smith. Wide open. Straight on 3. Front of the 10. No. Illick got shoved away by Hawkinson. Whistle and a foul. Third personal on Hawkinson. 6th team foul on the Nighthawks. Both teams shooting free throws the rest of the way. 61-52. Eagles have extended what was a 2-point halftime lead out to 9 on the strength of 65% shooting after halftime. That includes 4 of 7 shooting from beyond the arc. Hawkinson exits. Ikwiwu checks back in. And the Eagles can get their first double-digit lead of the night on this possession, moving right to left. Hubbard over the timeline. Dribbles it to the left point, right around an Illick screen. Hubbard, tall pass. Zhao has to tip it back to himself near the timeline. Zhao brings 2 to the ball on the left wing. Pivots. He's trapped. Chuck Benson is calling for time, and he burns his final 30-second timeout. Chuck Benson keeps the possession alive, and that brings us to a break in the action. 8:21 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 61, North Georgia 52. The Eagles looking for their first double-digit lead of the day when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
8:21 to play in the second half. It's a 61-52 lead for Carson-Newman over 7th-ranked North Georgia. Eagles have made 6 of their last 7 shots from the field and an opportunity to grab their first double-digit lead of the night on this possession, albeit with 9 on the shot clock. Hubbard will inbound from in front of Carson-Newman's bench, gets it to Zhao at the top of the key. Zhao, tight defense against Charles. Zhao, 5 and 4, moves left. Zhao, up and under move, right-hand floater, falls off. Illick, Turner battle for the offensive rebound. They lose it, but right to Smith for the Nighthawks. Smith into the front court, drops it off for Turner, left baseline. It's out of bounds. Turner couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds for the Nighthawks' second turnover of the half and the 7th of the game. And Carson-Newman gets it back, moving right to left in the pristine home whites, leading 61-52. Hubbard between the rings. Bounce feed Illick, left elbow. Illick hands off for Brennigan. White defends him tightly. Brennigan, head of the key, slips inside. Illick sheds his defender and has an uncontested layup at the hole. 9 for Braden Illick. Nick Brennigan's 3rd dime, the 20th assist of the game for Carson-Newman, and the Eagles with their biggest lead of the day at 11. 63-52 with 7:30 to play in the second half. Turner wants a left elbow answer. It's off the mark. Ekwiwu an offensive rebound, right block. Over to Smith, right corner. Around the horn, Turner left elbow. Gets it into White's hands, left wing. Pick and pop 3. White fades, off the mark, back iron. Hubbard corrals the rebound right of the paint for the Eagles. Carson-Newman works it right to left. Hubbard slaloming front court. Over to Brennigan, left corner. Step back 3. Brennigan, front of the 10, no good. Rebound punched out. Browder, right wing. Browder drives on Ekwiwu to the right block. Right hand, strong take. Jack Browder finishes through contact. Eagles up 13. Timeout, North Georgia. Eagles with the 7th-ranked Nighthawks on the ropes. It's 65-52. Eagles up 13, scoring 7 straight. We're back to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
6:54 to play in the second half. It's a 65-52 lead for Carson-Newman over North Georgia. The Eagles have rattled off a 7-0 run to get up 13 as the Nighthawks haven't scored in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Jack Browder has made oodles of tough shots at the hoop. And his game-high 23, pacing a strong second half where the Eagles have shot 59% from the field. Nighthawks on the offensive end trying to halt this 3-minute field goal drought. White down the left side of the lane, dishes out left corner for a champion three. Back iron, no. Browder keeps it to one with his 6th board on the right block. Eagles in transition. Hubbard, head of the key. Knifes inside on White. White with the arm bar, fouls him. That is the first on A.J. White. The 7th on the Nighthawks, 1-1 for Trey Hubbard. And a chance to extend this 7-0 Eagle run. 51.9% shooting for Carson-Newman for the game, including 59% from the field after halftime. Hubbard bends the knees, front end of the 1-1 is up and true, nothing but cords. That's 5 for Trey Hubbard. 66-52, 8 in a row for the Eagles. 8-0 run, something that have evaded Carson-Newman here in this recent swoon. Just 1 over the last 4 games. Now make it 2. It's a 9-0 run as Hubbard buries the second free throw. 67-52, Eagles are up 15. Nighthawks front court. White turns and hits Hawkinson back to White left point. White thought about the step back, fires inside Turner, lays it up, missed it off the window, but a foul. Who's this on? It's on Illick. Number 3 on him, number 8 on the Eagles. And Turner will head to the line looking to give North Georgia its first points in 3.5 minutes. It's a 9-0 or a 13-2 run for the Eagles over the last 5 minutes of game action to take this 15-point lead. Turner's free throws through, nothing but strings. 67-53, Eagles by 14. First points for North Georgia in 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Bends the knees, second foul shot's on the way. It's true as well. 67-54, Eagles by 13 with 6:14 to go in the second half. Full court pressure on for the Nighthawks. Eagles get it in Browder's hand, sends it up the right sideline to Trey Hubbard, Carson-Newman's front court. Hubbard wheels it out between the rings, stands on top of the jump circle as champion defends it. Hubbard leaps and hits Brennigan right point, double clutches a 3-ball. Brennigan, denied! Nick Brennigan strokes it from range. His 5th 3 of the game. And Carson-Newman's up by 16. 70-54 with 5:47 to play in the second half. Nighthawks front court. White free throw line teardrops halfway down and out. Zhao pulls in the rebound in the restricted circle for the Eagles. Carson-Newman sprints front court. Hubbard at the timeline. Sprints on Hawkinson to the hoop. Hubbard fouled as he takes it to the rack. 2 free throws for Trey Hubbard on an aggressive drive. He puts a 4th personal on Zach Hawkinson. An 8th team foul on the Nighthawks. And Hubbard will look to extend the lead at the line. 70-54, Carson-Newman up 16. 5:31 to play in the second half. Hubbard to shoot 2. He was in the act of shooting when he was fouled. And the first free throw gets the charity roll. Bounced on the front iron twice, spun around the left side of the rim, and then dropped through. 71-54, Eagles by 17. 5:31 to play in the second half. Eagles have held North Georgia to 39.6% shooting. Nighthawks 35% after halftime. As Hubbard buries the second, Carson-Newman is up by 18. 72-54 on the number 7 team in the country with 5:26 to go in the second half. Nighthawks front court. White left wing, curls around a screen, head of the key, 17-footers off the mark. Browder gobbles up the rebound, pinging to him underneath the basket. Eagles front court. North Georgia hasn't made a shot from the field in more than 4 minutes. Zhao stripped on the right wing by Shedenhelm. Gets it ahead to Champion. His right block layup tickles the twine high off the window. Stops a 4.5-minute field goal drought. Nighthawks down 16, 72-56 with 4:53 to play in the second half. Hubbard over the timeline, center court for Carson-Newman. Goes to Illick left point, around to Brennigan left wing. Back up top, Hubbard. Hubbard slips Browder, head of the key, catch 3-ball. Browder, bullseye! He got the roll! 26 for Junkyard Jack. Eagles are up by 19. 75-56, 4:30 to play in the second half. Nighthawks with it front court. Whistle, foul on Hubbard, scraping around the screen. That's his third. The team's ninth. 1-1 for the Nighthawks. So this will send A.J. White to the line for 1-1. White 91% at the stripe this season, 86% for his career, and of course he's going to earn the second. He's a tremendous free throw shooter. 19 for A.J. White. 75-57, Eagles by 18. One more free throw for White. Bends the knees, second free throw's up, and this one he gets with a rattle. 75-58, Carson-Newman by 17. 4:26 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman looking to log its second win over a ranked foe this season. Potentially its largest margin of victory in Holt Fieldhouse against a ranked team under Chuck Benson. Backdoor feed. Illick finds Brennigan cutting to the cup for a wide-open left-handed layup. That's 19 for Nick Brennigan. Eagles match their biggest lead at 19. 77-58 with 4:02 to play in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Left corner. Open three from Arnold's halfway down and out. Offensive rebound by Ekwiwu. His second chance blocked by the rim. Gets it back for a third and lays it in. 77-60. Nighthawks cut it to 17. 3:49 to play in the second half as North Georgia burns a timeout. And this will bring us to our final media break. 3:49 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 77. North Georgia 60. Eagles locked and loaded against a top 10 team at home before Christmas. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
77-60, Carson-Newman leads 7th-ranked North Georgia with 3:49 to play in the second half. Full court press on for the Nighthawks out of the break as Browder runs the baseline and gets it into Hubbard, up the left sideline to Hubbard. 3-on-1 ahead to Zhao. Zhao rolls inside and brings the Dragon out for a two-handed exclamation point. 79-60. 3:33 to go in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Inside it goes Shutters, off of his hands and out of bounds on the left baseline. Carson-Newman ball leading by 19. 3:27 to go in the second half. Browder gets it into Illick in the backcourt. Lobs ahead to Browder. Gets it to Hubbard, who races across the timeline left side. Hubbard into the front court. Left hand dribbles on top of the jump circle. Lobs Illick left elbow. Illick fades out to the head of the key. Switches it Browder right point. Browder dials long distance. Short off the front of the 10. It was online but short. Long rebound for Shedenhelm. For the Nighthawks, North Georgia front court. Arnold, right wing, pulls from distance and strokes a three. 79-63, Eagles by 16. 2:50 to go in the second half. Full court pressure on for the Nighthawks. Hubbard picked up by Arnold, full court. Breaks across the timeline with a second to spare in the middle of the floor. Over to Brennigan, left wing. Tapped up into the air by Champion. Brennigan gathers it back in. Brennigan drives inside, dish out Zhao. Right wing, three ball. Zhao, bang, bang. John Zhao has 15. Eagles have buried 13 of 30 triples, including 7 of 12 after halftime. And it's back to a 19-point Carson-Newman lead. 82-63, 2:20 to play in the second half. Nighthawks the other way. Shedenhelm buries a right wing three. 56% three-point shooter. Pulls the Nighthawks back within 16. 82-66, 2:07 to play second half. Eagles contending with the Nighthawks full court press. Hubbard sprints front court on Champion. Lob, Zhao, backdoor, throws it down with two hands. Hubbard the dime, Zhao the thrust. 84-66, Eagles by 18 with 1:48 to go in the second half. Nighthawks front court. Inside out action, Champion left corner. Baseline drive, twirls inside, right hand reverse layup. Somehow, Barishnikov got it to go. What a twirl and twist to lay it in. Eagles send it front court. Browder beats the press. Zhao the easy jam. 86-68, Eagles by 18. 1:22 to go. Zhao with 19. Shedenhelm head of the key three off the mark. Illick yanks down the rebound. Illick pressured in the backcourt, gets it to Hubbard. Press breaks off. Carson-Newman's bench rises in appreciation with the effort. Hubbard into the front court, leading a top 10 team by 18 with under a minute to go. Hubbard, 12 on the shot clock. Champion guards him tightly at the head of the key. Hubbard, right point, between the legs, inside out action, spins, dishes, Illick, left corner, tray ball! Brilliant! Illick buries the three. He's got 12 off of Carson-Newman's 28th assist, and the Eagles are up by 21. 89-68 with 35 seconds left. Nighthawks front court. Eagles seeing this one out with enthusiasm to the finish. Arnold's off the mark. Shot clock is off. Brennigan can dribble out the final moments. He breaks it across the timeline as Holt Fieldhouse rises to its feet. An otherworldly second half performance deserving of the standing ovation presented by Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman has its largest margin of victory ever over a nationally ranked team as the Eagles throttle 7th-ranked North Georgia 89-68. A brilliant performance by Carson-Newman to head into Christmas with a 21-point win over a top 10 team. Eagles back in the win column and improve to 10-5 on the year, while the Nighthawks drop a third straight and fall to 9-4. Really impressive day for the Eagles inside a Holt Fieldhouse. Everything clicks for Carson-Newman in an 89-68 win over a top 10 club. Domino's post-game report headed your way when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
We're going to get backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with two hands.
Your Stats Breakdown, a conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and Food City Player of the Game are all headed your way. The Domino's post-game report is brought to you in part by Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles in Mossy Creek. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Fresh Ideas, good food is a powerful thing. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Life, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated coffee. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse. A tremendous pre-Christmas showing for Carson-Newman to log its largest margin of victory ever against a nationally ranked team. Eagles win it over North Georgia 89-68. Carson-Newman's average margin of victory against top 20 clubs this season, 20 points. Eagles handed 22nd ranked Fort Lewis a 19-point defeat in Game 2 of the season. Game 15 sees the Eagles and 7th ranked North Georgia a 21-point defeat, 89-68. The zone was back, and it certainly made a difference for Carson-Newman. North Georgia 24 of 57 from the field. That's 42% for a Nighthawk team that came in averaging 75 points per game on 48% shooting. Eagles keep North Georgia below those numbers while really clicking offensively against the Peach Belt's top scoring defense and top field goal efficiency defense. North Georgia was giving up 67.2 points per game and 40.8 shooting coming into this contest. Carson-Newman 57.4% from the field and 45.2% from three. Eagles were absolutely on another one in the second half. 67.7% shooting after halftime, including an 8 of 13 mark from beyond the arc. And Carson-Newman, guys that had been struggling here in the month of December, really rounded back into form. Jack Browder has been in that form. He was averaging 20 points per second half for the month of December. He finished with an All-America caliber 26 against a top 10 club. 11 of 20 from the field with 4 of 9 shooting from deep to go with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. But more critically, Nick Brennigan got off the schneid. He was 3 of his last 23 from beyond the arc coming into this game and returned to his usual self. 19 points on 7 of 9 shooting, including a 5 of 7 mark from beyond the arc. And, by the way, also handed out 5 assists. John Zhao had 19 points. He was 8 of 14 from the field and 3 of 7 from deep. He had the 3 dunks that were all exclamation points there in the stretch run. 3 dunks and a 3 that really brought Holt Fieldhouse to a roar late and helped pave the way for, again, the largest margin of victory over a ranked team in Chuck Benson's tenure as head coach and in school history. 4th double-digit scorer for the Eagles was Braden Illick. Stat sheet stuffer night for him with 12 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, and had 4 boards to go along with 6 assists. Eagles had 28 assists on 35 made baskets. Out-rebounded the Nighthawks by 7. It's a Nighthawk team that came in averaging a +5 rebound margin on their opponents. And the Eagles pretty much controlled everything. Outscored the Nighthawks by 18 in the paint. Had an 8-2 edge in fast break points. In spite of the higher shooting performance for Carson-Newman, the Eagles outscored North Georgia 13-6 in second chance points. Pick something. And on this night, it added up to the favor of Carson-Newman as the Eagles prevailed over the North Georgia Nighthawks by a final score of 89-68. We continue on the Domino's postgame report.
I don't have anything.
Chuck Benson can't hear anything.
I don't get nothing.
Bless his heart. What's happened, Chuck? You can't hear anything at all. Let's do this. How about now? That better?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Kev, I'm not saying, why do we not have Christmas music playing?
Talk to your music man.
Hey, music guys, Christmas, please. Why would we listen to 80s techno pop?
Well, one, this is The Weeknd. This song was released about 5 years ago.
As I said, 80s techno pop.
I'm Adam Cavalier, alongside Headman's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, man, what a performance. Largest margin of victory against a nationally ranked foe ever. Largest margin of victory, obviously, as well, over a top 10 team, besting your 15-point wins over Josh Schertz-led Lincoln Memorial teams in 2014 and 15 when the Rail Splitters were ranked 3rd and ranked number 1. And more importantly...
Oh, hey!
More importantly...
Cooper, back up, Cooper. Watch yourself. This is for grown men.
The brown butter.
Oh, yeah!
Stuffed brown butter cookies are here, courtesy of Leanda Cavalier.
Miss Cavalier.
Chuck, incredible performance. Break it down for me. Right as you take a bite.
Oh, my gosh.
That's because I'm going to inhale.
Here's what I saw today, Kev. A team that was hungry. A team that was unified. A team that was willing to give more than is expected. A team that had a real clear purpose and identity. That's what we saw today from our team, and the outcome favored us because those things were so clear and apparent to us.
Dominated every facet of this game. Shot the ball well against the Peach Belt's top defense. Got tons of open looks. I guess you alluded to it. What caused that? Break it down for me.
Well, styles make fights, Kev.
Yep.
And they are elite for a reason. They really do a great job of taking away the paint. They do a great job of limiting threes. But today, our style and our personnel we're just prepared and determined to get the job done. It's the last game before the break, and at this point, we were coming off a 2-game skid. They were coming off a 2-game skid. Something's got to give. Somebody's going to be happy. And, I just thought we kept on punching and found separation and would get some stops ourselves at the same time. And we were able just to sort of surge there late. And that under 8, we really sort of took it away, man. And they are good. I mean, they're defending region champs. They were in the Elite 8 last year. They've got a lot of quality pieces back. But today we were just a better team, and I'm saying that, and I've got nothing but respect for what Dan has done there and the program he's built. That's an NCAA tournament team for sure. But today we were able to come up with a win, a big win, as you said, a top 10 win.
Top 10 win by 21 points. You alluded to it. That run with 8 minutes to go, you go on a 13-2 burst. You said it. You kept on punching. You weren't shooting threes well in the first half. You were getting good looks. Shots weren't falling. I can think of at least 3 that were a quarter of the way down and then fling back out. Was it just a matter of time with the shot types that you were getting, and then the dam broke on that 13-2 run with 8 minutes to go?
Well, here's the deal, and you and I both know this. Nick had been in a little bit of a slump. He kept on making the investment. He never hit panic. He kept on just going through his processes. He's a great example of when you've worked like he has and made the sacrifice and the investment he's made. You don't let momentary distractions get in the way. And so he had one of those beautiful Nick Brennan 5 of 7 from 3 kind of days. Jack, obviously, very efficient day from 3. John, I thought Trey today was one of the better games he's had this year in terms of just directing the action, taking care of the ball, getting us into offense. So the run we made, man, a lot was based on the fact it was coming. I felt like it was coming, even though we've sort of been struggling a bit. I felt like that was coming, and it came at the right time. Santa came at the right time.
You know what I love here? You're so good at ignoring your own children, but here mine comes in, waving an elf. And it's the first time I've seen you give a side eye to a child entering the frame all year.
I was confused because I saw those two, my 2 Christmas elves out there, and I thought, who in the world's back? Oh, there she is, sweet little Sienna.
Well, Santa certainly came early for you here today. You touched on Jack. He and A.J. White looked the better part of All-America caliber players from the Southeast region today. But Jack, his shot making at the rim was on another level. 26 points.
Man, I mean, some of the shots he made go in the basket. That right there was big boy basketball. There was a lot of bumping, a lot of grinding, a lot of physicality. Nobody was gaining advantage. The officials weren't blowing the whistle, and Jack was able to finish it. But I mean, we always joke, we call him Junkyard for a reason. That dude is he's just dirty in the best possible way. He's the dirty dude, man, in the best possible way. When it comes time to compete, he is up for the scrum every day.
You've bestowed with him upon him something I think you've only bestowed upon one other player in your time here, and that is something bestowed upon Sawyer Williams, the Dirty White Boy moniker. And it felt like he upped his game. He's had an incredible month, to say the least, averaging 27 points over his last 6 now. But it seems that he has taken his game into that Player of the Year, All-America caliber air.
Those post-season accolades will come where they want. All I can tell you is day in, day out with Jack Browder, it's like everything. Nothing's perfect, but man alive, I just love them kind of dudes. If you want to understand what really gets me excited, it's them kind of guys that are just all about competing and doing the dirty work when nobody else wants to do it. I got to wait a minute, Cav. I've not told you what I'm really doing. I'm taking some of these with me on the trip, the 5-hour trip I've got to make here in the next 30 minutes to go to Christmas in my in-laws. So,
well, I'll steal how this is gonna be a 17-minute interview to make you leave nice and tight. to make our replay operator Ian as angry as possible as he is to render it. And I'm going to steal as many of these cookies as I possibly can.
I'm assuming this is my. Is this a Christmas gift?
That is a Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Cav. Yes. Yes. You know what? I'm not giving you thanks. I need to thank the real person here.
That's Leanda.
Miss Cavalier. Miss Cavalier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've already taken 2.
After I give my wife and 2 kids 1, it leaves me 4. So that's my cookie math. That's my personal cookie math right there.
Well, until I steal 5 more from there. Defensively, you made the switch to the zone. Break down the decision to go back to that.
Let me be clear. You and I had some discussions about this.
We did.
Nobody's more in tune with our team outside our staff than you. And you and I have talked about some of our defensive woes.
I know the answer to these questions.
Yeah. It was a setup. This is a setup. Yeah, I'm giving you the credit, Cap. You strongly encouraged. Like, I think you all can find some stuff there, and you were right. You were right. Thank you, Cav.
I am not going to take credit for your decision to go back to your zone. I just speak my mind in the offices, and what you do with that information is up to you.
You were definitely the spark.
No, I'm
you
not
were
taking
the spark.
credit because that's scary if you're listening to your radio guy.
As I said, nobody. Well, first of all, you are the gold standard in this league for your job, but I will guarantee there's nobody that pays as close attention to the program as you do ours. And we've been on this road hundreds of times now, and so. When I talk to you, I know I can take it to the bank for the most part.
Well, I do listen to other people who are a lot smarter about basketball than me, and I'll parrot what they say, and that's how it works out. You touched on Nick Brittigan. Some massive moments for him today. Some massive moments for John Zhao. North Georgia brought on the press for the under 4 in earlier games this season. Anderson comes to mind. You had turnovers.
Yeah.
Against the press that led a team back into the game. Only 2 second-half turnovers, and the result was John Zhao going ballistic in the final 4 minutes.
What did he have, 3 or 4 dunks?
3 dunks in the final 3 minutes, a wide-open 3 as a result. What can you say about, one, his ability to finish that off, but that's the byproduct of how.
The decisions our guys made versus the full court pressure, and of course they were trying to play from behind, trying to speed us up and turn us over, and we were able to – thanks, man. We were able to finish the job, and guys shared – 28 assisted on 8 turnovers. I'll take that every day. Our guys shared it. John just happened to be the recipient of the one that caught the ball last near the rim. And he does. I mean, obviously he's incredibly athletic. The alley-oop pass from Trey was next level, man. But they've been playing a lot together now for the last year and a half, and I'm not surprised.
All right, this starts a streak of we presume 3 consecutive games against nationally ranked opposition. You break for the holidays, but then the Coker Cobras and the nation's highest scoring offense looms in Hartsville in 2025. You certainly achieved something here today. How do you keep it going with the Snakes and the Rail Splitters upcoming?
We're all going to go home for about a week and relax, spend time with our family and celebrate the season. And then we'll come back and have a little mini camp there as we prepare for the second semester. This is truly the halfway point. We've never got to the halfway point before Christmas, but we are 15 in with 15 to go. As you said, this 3-game stretch was going to be challenging. We got 3 top 25 programs, today a top 10 program. We're just going to relax a little bit. And honestly, I'm going to spend some time just enjoying my family, my kids, and we'll pick up basketball Thursday or so.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Go enjoy you some Nutella stuffed brown butter sea salt.
Thank you to you and Ms. Cavalier.
Cookies.
All right, baby.
All right.
See ya.
Congrats, Chuck. That is head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's postgame report rolls on. We'll chat with our Food City player of the game after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's postgame interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's postgame report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabario's, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabario's is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner and the Health Sciences Building. Sabario's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside our Food City player of the game, Trey Hubbard, as Carson-Newman triumphs over North Georgia 89-68. Trey, not a bad way to head into the Christmas break with the program's largest margin of victory ever against a nationally ranked foe. For all of the troubles that this team has had this month, certainly an exclamation point.
Yes, sir.
To head into Christmas. What clicked today in such a massive win? 20-point wins are hard enough to come by, let alone over the reigning region champs and an Elite 8 team.
I think after, we've had a tough stretch, so I feel like these last couple of days we just came together as a team, became more unified, really locked in with each other, showed each other like we trust each other. And it showed today. We had 28 assists, not that many turnovers, and everybody just trusted each other to make the right play.
You said it, not too many turnovers, only 8 on the day, 2 in the second half. We had seen games this season, Anderson comes to mind, where pressure late led to turnover. Anderson got back into a game that way.
Yeah.
North Georgia wasn't able to do that to you, and as a result, lob dunk for John. A lot of dunks for John.
Back to back,
a 3 mixed in. What was it about, not just you, a lot of guys handled the ball in the backcourt. You did a fair bit. About handling their pressure. How were you able to do that?
I would just say staying composed, staying confident, just realizing that we work on it every day and just trusting the work that we put in, not overthinking it.
Second half, it's kind of a seesaw game. North Georgia would get close, and then you stretch it back out to 8 or so points. But with 8 minutes to go, you drop the hammer with a 13-2 run.
Yeah.
Was it just a matter of time before the dam broke with how you guys were playing?
I think the truth of the matter is, like, the last couple of games, our defense really in the second half is what cost us most of those games. So once we started to get stops, that led to us running. And, even though we were shooting in a slump lately, we always know that the next one is going to fall. So we didn't lose confidence, and that showed.
Certainly showed for Nick Brennigan. He was 3 of his last 23, 5 of 7 from deep. A very Nick Brennigan-like night. I know when you toss a pass, you've got the confidence. How nice is it that the ball started dropping again?
I text Nick even every day. I tell him, even if you miss, I think it's going in every time. So, he knows that I have the most confidence in him to shoot the ball anytime. He works for it. He works every day on it. So when he shoots it, I just get back on defense.
1, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
2, you get 2 more nationally ranked teams when you get back. What's it like over the next 2 weeks to put the first half of the season to bed, but with Coker and Lincoln Memorial looming in 2025?
I think first off, we just need to get some rest. We've been playing a lot of games, so rest our bodies, make sure that we're prepared once we get back from school. Once we get back from break, then come back and get prepared for those next 2 teams because we know they're going to be some challenges.
Trey, pleasure as always. Congrats.
Nice. Yes, sir.
It's our Food City Player of the Game, Trey Hubbard. As Carson-Newman prevails over 7th-ranked North Georgia by a final score of 89-68. Elsewhere around the South Atlantic Conference, Wingate had a 7-point lead in the second half with 9 minutes to go at Lincoln Memorial, but the Rail Splitters rattle off a 10-0 run and are able to get past the Bulldogs 85-78. It was Newberry holding serve at home in Eliezer Arena over Emory and Henry by a final score of 71-67. And Coker gets the job done on the road against Mount Olive, beating the Trojans 116-104. I shouldn't say on the road. It was at Embry-Riddle down in Florida as the Cobras beat Mount Olive 116-104. Carson-Newman's women fell earlier today to North Georgia in a battle of top 10 teams down in Dahlonega at the Convocation Center, 72-59. Carson-Newman shot 37.9% from the field. Really, the game came down to the first half. Eagles scored a season-low 19 points. Ended up rallying, got within 5, but North Georgia had the horses after halftime to, in the fourth quarter especially, to stretch it back out and prevail over the Lady Eagles by a final score of 72-59. We continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside Camden McElhaney. Mac, quality day at the office for you in the Post with a season-high 6 boards, part of a resounding rebounding effort. Rebounding has kind of been hit or miss for this team, but against the Nighthawks today really clicked, especially on the offensive glass. What worked for you and for this team?
I mean, we knew collectively coming in that was going to be a primary objective. We got to take them off the boards. I mean, they have a lot of size and great rebounding team, so obviously that was certainly a goal today. And guys were flying around, playing hard, and just making plays.
The energy from the bench in the final, well, from the team in general, but especially from the bench, the final 3 minutes, was off the charts.
For
Felt
sure.
like you guys still had things to accomplish, even though you were up double digits at that point. Break down the overall enthusiasm and effort from this team to head into Christmas on such a positive note against a top 10 team.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. You definitely want to be feeling good going into the break. We needed a game like that to come in and execute and do exactly what we needed to do to get the job done. Felt like we did that. I mean, we knew especially after a little rough stretch, but just coming. I mean, like I said, we just needed to come in and get one done, find a way to win, and that's what we did.
Brought back the zone today.
We did,
especially for guys like yourself who have been around the program for we won't say how long.
Yeah.
Felt like this had a little extra zest.
Yeah.
Fully committing to 40 minutes of zone.
For sure. Yeah, especially with the way they play too. They definitely want to get it inside before anything else. So playing the zone, being able to shrink the court a little bit, that obviously helps with that. But just in general, like you said, bringing back the zone, it did feel like it was a different type of energy on the defensive end. And I mean, obviously, I love playing zone, so it was. We had a good time, and I'm glad we found a way to execute as well as we did.
Shared the ball exceptionally well. 28 assists on 35 made baskets.
Wow.
You had pretty much everybody that played, and apologies for calling him out except for Usman, had multiple assists.
It's all good.
What does it say about this team that the dimes can drop from anybody, anytime, anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, it really just goes back to trust. I know that's a big thing in our program. Everybody says it a lot, but I mean it's a real thing. Obviously, I mean everybody trusts each other to make the right plays, and we have a really talented group, so that obviously makes it way easier for us. At the end of the day, just trusting guys to make plays, and that's what we did.
Turn your attention first. Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy
You too. Thank you.
What is to come here in the next 4 days.
Mhm.
But then you start 2025 with, we presume, 2 more nationally ranked opponents.
Mhm.
I'm guessing Coker's going to stay in spite of taking their first loss of the season to a really good LR team, and then Lincoln Memorial after that. How do you build upon this success after a December where you probably didn't taste as much success as you would have preferred, but look to build on overwhelming, resounding success here today against the Nighthawks?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we need to enjoy this break a little bit. Thought it would be good for us, but we made good strides today. I mean, we had really productive days in practice Thursday and Friday. Definitely felt like we're making steps in the right direction, and today showed that too. But it's just step one. You know, we got a long way to go, and I'm sure guys are going to be ready to come back after break and hone in on what we're going to do.
Mac, pleasure as always. Congrats on the win.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
That's senior forward Camden McElhaney as Carson-Newman prevails over North Georgia, 89-68. That wraps up the broadcast schedule for 2024. We are back at it not too far into 2025 when Carson-Newman women's basketball takes on Glenville State. That's a noon tip-off on New Year's Day. Andrew Rogers will be on the air at 11:45 a.m. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman men's basketball isn't until January 4th. Doubleheader for the men and women at Coker. Women's game at 2, men's game at 4. Airtime at 1:45 for the twin bill between Carson-Newman and the Cobras. For our entire cast and crew today, our director, Jay West, our replay operator, Ian Johnson, and our camera crew, Maria Taruli, Mari Robbins, and Itzi Ayala, I'm Adam Cavalier. Thank you for joining us as Carson-Newman logs its largest margin of victory ever against a nationally ranked team, downing the 7th-ranked North Georgia Nighthawks 89-68. We'll talk to you in 2025. Till then, have a pleasant rest of your Saturday. Have a Merry Christmas. And don't forget the reason for the season. Have a pleasant rest of your Saturday. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles in Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Fresh Ideas, good food is a powerful thing. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee, fueling the Burt Tar Stadium press box. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Ryan, he just loves the herd, Wilkes, Jay West, and Tyler Katz. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.